7 most trusted Mercedes SUVs worth buying after warranty, 2026. You buy a used Mercedes SUV. 6 months later, Airmatic suspension collapses, $6,000. Oil cooler seals on that diesel, another $4,000. Transfer case starts whining, $3,500 more. Most Mercedes SUVs after warranty, financial suicide. But certain years, certain engines will hit 200,000 miles without the $10,000 surprise bills. The difference? Knowing exactly which ones to buy. So I went through owner forms, mechanic invoices, JD Power data, and real long-term mileage reports. We're skipping the money pits. First-year models, BlueTech diesels, Airmatic cars, starting with number 7. Number 7, 2013 to 2015, GLK 350 X204. Independent German specialists joke that this is the forever GLK. M276 V6, coil springs, no Airmatic drama, under $15,000 and often cheaper to own than the crossovers people play it safe with. But there's one reason this GLK quietly outlives most newer Mercedes SUVs: simplicity. This GLK rides on the W204 C-Class platform, proven, tough, no-nonsense German engineering from an era when Mercedes still built things to last. The M276 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 pumps out 302 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds, top speed 130 miles per hour. But here's what matters. This engine avoids the balanced shaft drama of the earlier M272. And those coil springs, they'll never cost you $6,000 like Airmatic. When Airmatic fails, and it will, you're looking at new struts, airlines, and a compressor. That's $4,000 to $6,000 on a good day. The GLK, 4 coil springs, 4 shocks. Maybe $800 to replace all of them. That's the difference between a car you can afford to keep and a car that forces you to sell. JD Power gave the 2015 GLK a score of 84 out of 100. RepairPal estimates annual repairs around $859, well below the luxury SUV average. Mechanics routinely see these past 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. The GLK feels solid, planted. The naturally aspirated V6 has linear power delivery. The ride is firm, some say too firm, but that's the trade-off for durability. Watch-outs. Sunroof drains clog. Clean them yearly. Tailgate latch failures are common but cheap. Check for oil seeps around valve covers. And change the transmission fluid every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Mercedes says lifetime, but that's marketing. Used pricing, $12,000 to $15,000. Bottom line, the GLK 350 is the most affordable way into reliable Mercedes SUV ownership. It's not flashy, but it's the one your mechanic would buy. Drop your GLK mileage in the comments. Highest number gets pinned. Number 6, 2012 to 2015 ML350 W166 coil springs. This generation fixed everything wrong with the W164. The W164 was notorious for Airmatic failures, electrical gremlins, and transfer case issues costing $3,000 to $4,000. Mercedes went back to the drawing board, and the W166 is one of the most reliable mid-size luxury SUVs they've built if you get the right version. Same M276 V6, 302 horsepower, 7-speed automatic, 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. But here's the key, you must get the coil spring version. Airmatic-equipped W166s still fail at the same rate. When they do, $4,000 to $6,000. Coil springs, bulletproof. JD Power, 79 out of 100. Annual repairs, $1,020. The 2014 and 2015 model years are the sweet spot. Bugs ironed out, platform fully mature. The ML feels bigger than the GLK, but not cumbersome. Light steering, comfortable ride, enough power to merge confidently. It's a family hauler with a 3-pointed star. Interior is a massive step up from the W164. Premium materials, supportive seats, intuitive command system. Watch-outs, water pump failures around 100,000 miles. Budget $800 to $1,200. Check for oil seeps around valve covers and oil cooler seals. Make sure transmission fluid was changed. If skipped, harsh shifts or slipping by 120,000 miles. Used pricing, $14,000 to $18,000. Bottom line, the W166 ML350 on coils is what the W164 should have been. It's the mid-size Mercedes that doesn't bankrupt you. Would you take an ML350 over a Lexus GX460? Comment below. Now this next one is where Mercedes quietly fixed a long-term reliability issue most buyers don't even know exists. Number 5, 2016 to 2019, GLE 350 W166 facelift coil springs. This is the ML's refined successor, same platform, meaningful improvements. Mercedes upgraded timing chain components to address rare but expensive M276 failures, added a smoother 9-speed automatic, refreshed interior with better materials and larger screen, same 302 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds, coil springs only, avoid Airmatic, JD Power, 82 out of 100, annual repairs, $1,025, fewer surprise breakdowns than V8 or air suspension models. The GLE feels more refined. Smoother transmission, quieter cabin, better ride quality, even on coils. More steering feedback than the ML. Feels connected without sacrificing comfort. Interior is where the GLE shines. Top-notch materials, most comfortable seats in the segment, reliable tech. Watchouts. Water pump around 100,000 miles. $800 to $1,200. Intermittent electrical gremlins. Infotainment freezes. Backup camera glitches. Usually fixed with software update. Critical warning. Consumer Reports cautions against the 2025 GLE. Transmission shutter. Infotainment crashes. Electrical faults. Their advice? Lease new, don't buy. Stick with 2016 to 2019 coil spring models. Those are proven. Used pricing. $28,000 to $35,000. Bottom line, the GLE 350 is the ML 350, but better. It's the mid-size Mercedes that feels like a flagship, without flagship repair bills. But if you want a real flagship, number 3 will blow your mind. Number 4, 2015 to 2019, GLC 300, X253 Pre-LCI. This is the GLK's modern successor, lighter, more efficient, on the newer MRA platform shared with the W205 C-Class. The M274 2.0-liter turbo makes 241 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. Fuel economy, 22 city, 28 highway. The GLK gets 19 city, 25 highway. That difference adds up. JD Power 2018 score, 81 out of 100. Owners routinely report 150,000 plus miles. The M274 is one of Mercedes' most reliable modern powertrains. Early oil seeps were addressed by 2017. The GLC feels nimble. Lighter, sharper steering, smooth turbo delivery, comfortable ride without being soft, soaks up bumps but stays connected. Interior is a huge step up from the GLK. Premium materials, supportive seats, intuitive tech. I spoke to an owner with 163,000 miles on his 2016 GLC 300. Original turbo, original transmission, just fluids and wear items. He said it's been the most reliable car he's ever owned. Watchouts. Early models had oil seeps around valve cover and oil filter housing. Check service records. Some report timing chain, rattle on cold starts. Not widespread, but if you hear it, walk away. Post-2020 facelift models show better patterns but cost more used. Used pricing, $22,000 to $28,000. Bottom line, the GLC 300 is the balanced choice. Efficient, dependable, won't embarrass you at the valet. GLC or GLK? Drop your pick in the comments. Everything so far has been sensible, affordable, smart buys. This is where things start feeling flagship. Number 3, 2018 to 2019, GLS 450, X166 facelift, end of cycle. This is the flagship sweet spot. Mercedes ironed out all the bugs from the 2013 GL launch before moving to the complex X167. The 2007 GL was a disaster. Airmatic, electronics, transfer case, $10,000 to $15,000 in repairs within 5 years. 2013 GL launch wasn't better. First-year bugs, Airmatic collapses, OM64, 2 BlueTech nightmare. By 2018, Mercedes had it figured out. M276 3.0-liter twin, turbo V6, 329 horsepower, 354 pound-feet, 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. Towing, 7,700 pounds. Cargo, 17.4 to 84.7 cubic feet. This GLS cruises at 80 all day and feels like your living room. Smooth ride, whisper quiet cabin, massage seats, most comfortable in any SUV at any price. Twin-turbo V6 delivers power effortlessly. No lag, no drama. Smooth, linear acceleration. Fuel economy, 17 city, 22 highway. I spoke to an owner with 94,000 miles on his 2019 GLS 450. Original turbos, original Airmatic, still working perfectly. Just fluids and wear items. He said the only surprise was how little it's cost him. J.D. Power predicted reliability, around 78 out of 100, typical for flagship luxury SUVs. But end-of-cycle models have fewer catastrophic surprises than early X166 or 2007 to 2012 GL. Airmatic is still a wear item, eventual strut or compressor replacement, but failure rate is much lower. Budget $2,000 to $3,000 for eventual Airmatic maintenance, not $6,000. Watchouts, no coil spring option. Check service records. If oil changes or transmission fluid skipped, walk away. Minor electrical gremlins, backup camera, infotainment, but nothing catastrophic. Used pricing, $35,000 to $45,000. Bottom line, the 2018 to 2019 GLS 450 is the flagship without first-year drama. Feels like $100,000, costs half that used. GLS versus X7 versus Range Rover, which would you take? X7, faster, 28 miles per gallon highway. Range Rover, prestige, repair lottery. GLS, ride, quiet, tech, predictable ownership. Drop your answer in the comments. Number 2, 2010 to 2015 G-Class G550 W463 NA 5.5 liters V8. This is the durable icon. Military roots, reputation for outlasting everything. Body on frame, 3 locking differentials, M273 5.5 liter NA V8, one of Mercedes' most bulletproof engines. 382 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. Surprisingly quick for 5,600 pounds with brick aerodynamics. Mechanics see these past 250,000 miles. One owner documented 312,000 on original engine and transmission. Here's the catch. Most expensive to maintain. Annual repairs around $1,500. Double the GLK or ML. Parts expensive, tires expensive. Fuel, 12 city, 15 highway. $4,000 to $5,000 per year in fuel if you drive 15,000 miles. But reliability is strong when maintained. The M273 doesn't break, just costs money to feed. The G-Wagon drives like nothing else. Slow steering, firm ride, terrible turning radius. But it's about presence. When you pull up, people notice. Statement vehicle. Off-road, unstoppable. 3 locking diffs, massive clearance, approach and departure angles that shame most Jeeps. Watchouts. Rust on older models, rocker panels, door sills, undercarriage. If you see rust, walk away. Suspension bushings wear around 100,000 miles, $1,200 to $1,800 refresh. Make sure transmission fluid was changed. Used pricing, $45,000 to $65,000. Bottom line, the G550 is reliable hardware with premium upkeep. Not cheap, but honest. If you want a Mercedes SUV that outlasts your mortgage and holds value, this is it. Would you daily drive a G-Wagon? Comment yes or no. If you want the most refined Mercedes SUV that won't punish you after warranty, this is it. Number 1, 2022 to 2025 GLS 450 X167 post-launch maturity. This is the next-gen comfort king, the pinnacle of what Mercedes can do when they get everything right. M256 3.0-liter inline-6 with EQ boost, 375 horsepower, 369 pound-feet, 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Faster than X166 GLS, faster than most sports sedans from a decade ago. But speed isn't the point. It's how this GLS delivers it. Inline-6 is smoother than any V6 Mercedes built. No vibration, no harshness, seamless torque wave. EQ Boost adds 21 horsepower and 184 pound-feet during hard acceleration, filling gaps while turbo spools. Result? Zero turbo lag. Instant, linear power. Quieter than X166, smoother, more refined in every way. Ride quality exceptional. Soaks up bumps with composure that makes you forget you're in a 3-row SUV. Cabin is a masterpiece. Napa leather, real wood, tasteful ambient lighting, most comfortable seats at any price. Tech is where X167 pulls ahead. 2024 refresh improved MBUX speed, kept physical climate controls, no menu hunting. Fuel economy, 19 city, 24 highway, better than X166 despite more power. US News 8.9 out of 10. JD Power predicted reliability, around 78 out of 100, average for flagship luxury SUVs. Caveat, many still in warranty, less long-term data beyond year 4 or 5. But early 2020 bugs, software glitches, sensor faults, squashed in 2022 plus models. Watchouts, still airmatic, no coil option. Budget eventual strut or compressor aging, but lower failure rate. Tech is complex, more screens, sensors, things that can fail. If buying used near warranty end, consider extended coverage. Minor issues, headlight condensation, ambient lighting glare, third row access could be easier. But nitpicks, X167 GLS is the most refined, reliable flagship Mercedes SUV ever built. New MSRP, around $91,400. Used pricing, 2022 models, $65,000 to $75,000. Bottom line, the 2022 to 2025 GLS 450 is the emerging trusted pick. Next-gen refinement, early bugs squashed. Best Mercedes SUV experience without buying new. If you're actually shopping, this matters. Suspension, airmatic, budget $4,000 to $6,000, eventual failure. Coils, cheap, reliable, perfect. PPI, scan ride height, check strut leaks, listen for compressor duty. Compressor running constantly, system leaking, walk away. Engines to avoid, M272 and M273 early. Balance shaft, $8,000 to $12,000 repair. OM651 diesel, rear chain engine out, $6,000 to $8,000. OM642 BlueTech, oil cooler seals, $3,000 to $4,000. Swirl flaps catastrophic, injectors $800 each, glow plugs $1,500 plus. M156 early, head bolts $10,000 plus. Avoid entirely. Safe engines, M276 V6, proven, durable. M274 2.0T, efficient, reliable. M273 5.5 liters, NAV8, bulletproof. M256 i6 Plus EQ boost. Next-gen smooth, early signs positive. Fluids, change transmission fluid every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Ignore lifetime. Brake fluid every 2 years. Air filters every 15,000 miles. Cooling refresh around 100,000 miles. Water pump, thermostat, hoses, $1,200 to $1,800. Service records, none? Walk away. Look for oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. Transmission fluid every 60,000 to 80,000. Cooling around 100,000. PPI, pay Mercedes specialists $150 to $250. Scan modules. Check transfer case and diffs. Test injector trims on diesels. Check sunroof and tailgate on GLK and GLC. Good PPI saves thousands. Warranty, GLK, ML, GLE, third-party optional, proven platforms. GLSX 167, consider extended if near warranty end, complex tech. G550, skip warranty, budget maintenance, these don't break. Hammerline, never buy a Mercedes SUV without understanding suspension and warranty. Those two factors determine love or regret. Let's wrap this up. The traps. 2007 GL, 2010 to 2012 GL 350 BlueTech, 2013 GL launch, 2025 GLE. Avoid. The winners. Number 7, 2013 to 2015 GLK 350, under $15,000. Number 6, 2012 to 2015 ML 350 coils from $14,000. Number 5, 2016 to 2019 GLE 350 coils from $28,000. Number 4, 2015 to 2019 GLC 300 from $22,000. Number 3, 2018 to 2019 GLS 450 from $35,000. Number 2, 2010 to 2015 G550 from $45,000. Number 1, 2022 to 2025 GLS 450 from $65,000. GLS versus X7 versus Range Rover. Which would you take? X7, faster, 28 miles per gallon. Range Rover, prestige, repair lottery. GLS, ride, quiet, predictable. Drop your answer and tell me why. Post your Mercedes SUV year, miles, biggest repair bill. Best documented case gets pinned. Now, everything I told you is useless if you don't know how to avoid the other German money pits. Click this video where I break down the 3 worst and 4 best BMW X 5 years to own in 2026. Because if you're cross-shopping German SUVs, you need to know which BMWs will bankrupt you and which ones won't. I'll see you there.